I'm sure you've heard that if you want to lose weight, use smaller plates. Many of us just eat whatever's in front of us in the amount presented, but what if the food really sucked? Do you think people would still eat more if they were given a larger portion size? In a movie theater in Chicago, Brian Wensink ran an experiment where they gave away free stale popcorn. Half of them got a big bucket, while the other half got a medium. The people who got the big bucket ate on average 53% more popcorn than their medium bucket counterparts, even though they didn't like it. When asked if the size had anything to do with it, some people said, "Things like that don't trick me." But clearly, the results showed that they were wrong. They were nudged, without even knowing it. The most powerful lesson from this book is the realization of how much everything around us influences our behavior without us even knowing it. Many of us will deny it, like in the popcorn example. But whether we believe it or not, its influence will persist, and the people who do realize it will be the choice architectures that have the power to affect the lives of others around them, hopefully in a positive way. A choice architecture are those that organize the context for which people make decisions. People who create employee forms, voting ballots, doctors, parents that give their kids advice, a salesperson, and so on. In many ways, we're all choice architectures, or at least we all have the power to be choice architectures. Thaler suggests that the best philosophy for choice architects is libertarian paternalism. He realizes that these two words can initially be off-putting, but he believes that both concepts represent common sense. Libertarian is to preserve freedom of choice. Paternalism is to allow choice architectures to influence people's behavior in order to make their lives longer, healthier, and better, as judged by themselves. Complex and infrequent situations are when people can really benefit from a nudge. Without a nudge, people can end up making ill-informed decisions or be overloaded by choices that they don't understand. If left unchecked, this could cause massive issues, such as a lack of retirement funds and healthcare problems. These problems can be solved with better choice architecture. There are 6 principles to good choice architecture that we can remember with the word nudges. N for incentives, U for understanding mappings, which involves the different ways that information presentation affects decisions. D for defaults. What are the default choices in a form or the defaults in the products that you buy? G for give feedback. E for expect error, and S for structure complex choices. In order to understand this, let's use energy conservation as an example. A good choice architecture that wants to help alleviate emissions will provide good framing when considering incentives and mappings. Let's start with a campaign telling people about solar roofs. Which is better? If you buy a solar roof, you'll save $500 a year. Or, if you don't buy a solar roof, you'll lose $500 a year. The second one is better framing because people are loss averse. They hate losing things more than gaining things. As for defaults in structuring complex choices, it's best to make the process as simple as possible, cutting down the amount of choices. A way to give feedback could be an online community of people who track their carbon footprint. If they're doing a great job, people can see how much they're contributing to fighting climate change, which will give them a sense of pride and help others want to join the movement as well. Seemingly small features of social situations can have massive effects on people's behavior. Nudges are everywhere, even if we don't see them. The first few chapters is definitely worth the read. The book dips into quite a lot of examples in the later chapters, and I didn't find it too relevant to myself, but it was still an interesting read. I hope the video can get you thinking about how you can use choice architecture in a positive way, and keep you on your toes when it comes to the nudges we come across every day. Let me know in the comments an interesting nudge you've noticed in your life. And if you found the video helpful, please give it a like. That'll really help this channel in continuing making videos like these. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.